Hey guys, it's Ep5 here, and welcome back to episode 5 of my Atletico Madrid career mode. Now in today's episode we've got plenty of matches to get through. The first game against Celta Vigo here is going to be the first match we go for, and obviously we're going to see whether we can get ourselves 3 points. Barcelona are currently top of the league on 22 points, with 3 points behind them, but with the game in hand, so a chance to go level, and maybe even overtake them if we get enough goals in this match. This is the team we're going to go with. Oblak starts in goal, Juanfran, Godin, Jimenez and Luis there in defence. In front of that we've got Koke, Oscar starting in centre mid, so a little bit of a different position. He's not started there before since joining. Savic alongside him, Carrasco on the left hand side as well, with Costa and Griezmann starting up front for us. Before we go any further though, if we could try to hit 100 likes on today's episode, then I'd really appreciate it. Also, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already as well, and that'd be absolutely fantastic too. Obviously by liking the video you help other people be able to see the video as well, as that massively helps me out. I'd really appreciate it. Let's crack on with things, let's get into this game, let's try and win. Okay, here we go for this game against Celta Vigo. Let's see how we get on, try and get ourselves a victory. Obviously Oscar in midfield, plays the centre mid, a little bit different. We've obviously had a centre attacking mid in different formations during the game, but we've never started him off in this position, so I'll be very interested to see how he does here. I think he should cope. Let's just wait and see. Out for a corner here, going to be Koke to deliver into the box. Can we get anybody on the end of it? Good chance for Griezmann. Oh, saved by the goalkeeper. I think it was Griezmann with the header as well. He was certainly in there with a couple of other players, but we got the final touch, and we've got ourselves a corner here. Koke going to deliver again to a similar position. Griezmann tries to pass it in this time, but cleared away by the defender. Well played. Koke wins it back here. Good chance for us to go forward. Costa has to make the right run. We find him. Costa doesn't get the finish right. It's a really disappointing strike, actually. I know it's on his left foot. It was supposed to be on his right as well. Just needed to let it go across his body. Not enough power in the end. Griezmann, ball through here. Good chance for us. Oh, that's absolutely dreadful. That's going in there, the chip. I was obviously waiting for the goalkeeper to go down, but he never did. And so it just looks embarrassing in the end. Well played. Oscar wins it back in a good position. Over to Griezmann. Griezmann looking for Costa. Back to Griezmann. Has to be a goal. No, it's saved again. We could have maybe played it back to Costa as well, but I thought we could have scored with Griezmann. It's just not a good enough shot again. It's really disappointing. The finishing hasn't been good enough at all so far. We are creating plenty of chances though. Oscar looking to try and get something done, but again cleared away. Griezmann, great turn. Still going here, Savic, over to Costa, has to be a goal this time it is, it's 1-0, about time as well, 38 minutes in, it's been coming, and it does come this time round. It's again been a little bit fluky in some ways, just because we did have it with Griezmann, Savic nicks it off him by accident, and ends up playing to Costa, so it's a little bit of a strange goal. We'll see it back on the replay here, but the main thing is Costa finishes off on his left foot and finds the bottom right hand corner. You can see Griezmann has it for a second, then Savic takes over, but it's the good pass that just allows him a bit of space to shoot, and it's a good finish, 1-0. Half time, winning the game 1-0. Obviously good to be in front. We could maybe have had 1 or 2 more, but it hasn't quite happened for us just yet. We're going to go into the second half and hopefully go out all guns blazing to get a second goal as quickly as possible. 7 shots, 6 on target, but just 1 goal. Obviously we need to improve on that side of things still. Good chance, really good chance for Rashford. He scores. Celta Vigo's second shot of the game in the 62nd minute, and it's Marcus Rashford, who I didn't even realise was playing, who just turns us, and it's a really good strike there. Can't complain about the finish, the quality of the goal is good, but I can complain about the fact that they've scored it, because they clearly shouldn't have. We've put ourselves in a tricky position once again in this game. We've started off the second half really well as well. This is only their first shot of the second half, and so it's really bizarre how it's come about, and it's just very, very poor defending, and very much against us there, and certainly undeserved as well. But again, it's caused by ourselves, really. We've not taken our opportunities ourselves, and that's what happens. You get punished. Griezmann over this free kick. Can we get it up and over the wall? Oh my god. First change, Koke off, Correa to come on. A little bit of a strange one in a way, because Koke has actually played very well for us in previous games, just I don't think he's the right guy for this game. We need a little bit more pace to help us out. Correa takes over, that's good. Correa's still going, that's more like it from him. Looking across, trying to find Griezmann, he'll find Savic who scores. Correa, the substitute, gets the assist within a couple of minutes of being on the pitch. 2-1, we're back in front. And it's Savic who gets the goal, and it's more like it as well from us. We were supposed to find Griezmann, like I say. It was supposed to drop off a little bit, but he didn't. Savic, luckily, though, is found, and he scores 2-1. Ball through there to Griezmann. He's being found. Griezmann going across, has to find Costa, who scores. It's 3-1. We're starting to open them up now. Diego Costa has got himself another goal, and we've got ourselves a third this time now as well. 75th minute. It's a great time as well to just try and secure this game. 15 minutes to go. It's really good plays this. Look at that from Savic on a plate there for Griezmann, who puts it on a plate for Costa as well. Great finish. Opens up his body. It's a little bit of a tricky one to do that when you're running onto a ball. Have to open up your body. You can miss-hit it. You can hit it at the goalkeeper. He's found the corner nicely. 3-1. That should be game over now, but Costa's still got a chance for a hat-trick. Okay, final 2 changes. Gamero and Vitolo to come on. We're going to take off Griezmann and Carrasco. Give those guys a rest for the final 15 minutes. We've got another game in the Cup. And we've got to think about that match as well. I think it's in 3 or 4 days' time. It's one of those sort of situations where you have to think about the other game now at this point of the match. So we're going to do that, and hopefully those guys will be okay to start in that game as well. Good chance. What a block. Don't think it was intentional, but stops it from going towards the goal, and so it's a corner now for Celta Vigo. Got to try and clear some away. Still looking for a 4th goal. I want more goals in general, especially if we're going to try and catch up Barcelona, who I'm pretty sure have a better goal for us than us. Ball through here into Gamero, has to be onside, I'm pretty sure he is. Gamero running through, gets brought down, it's got to be a red and a penalty. It's totally unnecessary from the defender, just let me score the 4th goal. We might still have a chance anyway, but it's got to be a red card, it is. Don't know what he's thinking, he was never going to get to the ball, he was too far behind us. And it's a chance here, but I think I'm going to give it to Costa, so hopefully he can get himself a hat-trick if we score. We need Costa to pick up as many goals as possible because Suarez is running away with the gold boot at the moment. I know we're only early stages still. Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Still got to score this penalty. Diego Costa going to step up. Can he hit the bottom left-hand corner for his hat-trick? Yes, he can. It's a great penalty as well. He couldn't have put it any further into the left-hand side. That's 3 for Costa. Gets himself a hat-trick, and that's 8 this season now as well. Suarez on 10 at the moment as well. So managed to catch up a little bit. We're on 5 before this game, so we certainly need to try and catch Suarez up, and Costa does that for us. That's it for the game. Finishes 4-1. Really impressed with the scoreline in the end. Our finishing could be much better in that first half. The second half we were very, very good. So impressed. Again, though, you obviously want the clean sheet. That's another criticism I could have, but overall, really, really impressed. 3 points for us there. Okay, to this next game now, they have come up against Del Portivo. That's obviously in the Spanish Cup for us to play here, round of 32. This is here we're going to go with exact same side bar, one change. Vasalco is how I'm going to pronounce his name at the right back position. It's probably wrong. I'm going to go with it for now. Juan Fran drops out of the team for us. But other than that, we've got the exact same team out once again. And let's see whether we can get ourselves another victory here. Want to get ourselves into the next round, of course. And this might be a trophy that we have a really good chance of winning. But only if Barcelona and Real Madrid help us out a little bit. Okay, then here we go for this cup game. Let's see how he gets on here. Again, with a very similar team out. Only one change made to the side. So I'm happy to try and keep things consistent. Even though players aren't necessarily full energy, I think they're good enough to go in this game, and let's wait and see whether we're able to get ourselves a better performance than the last one. The last one was a good performance, but I still think we can do better by scoring more goals a little bit quicker, taking more of our chances as well. Oh my days, he's just banged that in the top bins like it's nothing. 6 minutes in, we're losing the game. That's come from poor defending. We should stop the shots. We haven't done it. It's really disappointing stuff is that. Ball goes to the edge of the box. We just don't get a block in there quick enough. You can see the way we've gone for it here. And we've actually ended up giving away a free kick, or it would have been a free kick if we'd not done that. And smashed it at home. 1-0 to Del Portivo. Not a good start. Costa, look for that pass through. Has to be a goal for Koke. Go on, yes, there we go, we've equalised. 31 minutes into this game, got ourselves the equalising goal. We've had more of the possession since we went and conceded, and so we have managed to create a couple of chances, nothing too clear-cut like this one though. We've just overloaded them on the right-hand side, their fullback gets sucked in, he shouldn't really get in that position. It's poor for the midfield, they should protect their own defence better. It allows Koke plenty of space to be able to get a shot away, and he scores. Fair play to him, he gets himself another goal. He's doing great stuff for us, is Koke, and we're now level at 1-1. I feel like Koke's had more goals than Griezmann so far this season in all competitions, but I could be wrong. I might check after this game. Great chance for Del Portivo, can't defend it properly. I thought they'd scored again. Just can't get stuck in enough because when you go in to make those challenges in the box, it's always a penalty. And so we're really struggling to get close enough to them and win back the ball. Koke running across the line really well, coming back inside though to Costa, allowing him some space to shoot. It gets blocked. Still have it here though, Costa turning out. Oh, challenge just as we were going for the pass. Half time, 1-1. Quite an interesting battle as this game. We certainly look like the team probably deserve to be in front right now, but that's only based on play. And to be honest, it has been very level, so we've only just edged it. Del Portivo certainly had good chances themselves in our box. So I can't really complain too much about the scoreline right now. We haven't really created enough clear-cut chances, I don't think, to be in front at this point. But we'll see what happens in the second half. We've got to try and step things up a level if we can. And just hope that Del Portivo don't step things up, because they certainly have been pretty good. Played Oscar. There we go. Oscar now waiting for some support. Griezmann has to make a better run than he has. Shoots first time, and Griezmann should have made a diagonal run. Just in the end, just the pass is just too flat, and we have to hit it first time because he's not made the run through the defence. It's poor from Griezmann. Forces a corner though here. Griezmann going to deliver this ball in, and that's not a great ball. Costa. Now into Koke, great chance for Koke, he scores again, it's 2-1, it's his second of the game, Koke does it, he just can't stop scoring, this guy. I'm pretty sure he must have got more goals than Griezmann so far this season, it certainly feels like it anyway, and I wasn't expecting it from him either. I was kind of thinking about potential replacements at the start of the season for Koke, and we've just in the end seen so many good performances from him that we've got to keep him in this side. He might not be very, very fast, which is what I usually like in my wide players, but he certainly gets himself into good positions. And he has done once again, 2-1, but we're in front. Chance here. Oh, it's a good ball in. Don't know where Oscar's heading it, but he's headed out for a corner in the end. Wasn't supposed to go that way. We are going to take Oscar off now. We're going to bring on Partey. We've got to try and secure things a little bit more defensively now. And we are going to bring on Partey, like I say. I think the next change is going to be to put Correa on the left-hand side. Although maybe Koke is better there. We might go Koke instead. Just gives a bit more pace to the team. Carrasco again struggling for energy. Maybe we have to try and trade up his stamina a little bit. He always finds himself in this position. And yeah, I think for now that'll be the only change we make. Although tempting to bring on Gabby as an extra midfielder. Costa ball through to Correa. Chance here for a counter-attack. Could this be a third goal, potentially? Correa running through to shoot. And followed up by Griezmann, who will score the third. Nice little tap into an empty net for him. There we have it. That should be game over now at 3-1. And we got ourselves, again, the third goal coming in about this sort of time in the last game. Same as this match once again as well. Correa, the substitute. He's been on the pitch a couple of minutes. And again, getting right involved straight away. Always seems to happen. He does such a good job for us, does Correa, when he comes off the bench. And got ourselves the third goal because of his shot. Griezmann's the one who gets the goal though. Griezmann waiting for Costa. Costa shoots off the post. Correa follows up and taps it in like it's nothing. 4-1. We've got ourselves another goal. And it's Correa this time. Again, getting himself involved. He does such a good job for us. I'm really, really impressed by him. You could maybe have started a few more games than what he has done so far. But I think ultimately we do have better players in his position. So he is competing really with some very good players. However, he does do a very good job when he comes off the bench. So certainly we'll try and get him in the team sheet a little bit more often for the cup games or whatever. But it's a little bit tricky also when I'm trying to keep the team consistent every match. Long ball to Griezmann. It's found him. What a pass that was. Can he beat this man now, Griezmann? It's going to be tough. Still going, holding it up really well actually, waiting for some support, looking for Costa in the middle. Don't know what Koke's done there. It's a bit of a dive. Final couple of minutes, Vitola will come on. Koke will come off for us. Koke could have maybe had a hat-trick in this game, but he hasn't quite managed it. And we'll just literally bring on Vitola for the final couple of minutes. It was going to be Gabby, but we'll go with this anyway. That's it, full time. Another 4-1 victory for us. Obviously into the next round now of the Spanish Cup. Assuming there's no second leg. I don't actually know if there is in this cup, but for now at least, I believe we are into the next round. I was also disappointed to go down 1-0 so early on in the game, but we fought back really well. Got ourselves 4 really good goals, and ultimately deserved the victory. They had 1 shot on target. That was the goal they scored. We had 9 shots, 7 on target, so I'm pretty impressed with the results, as well as the performance as well. Got to try and keep a few more clean sheets, though. We haven't quite managed to do that so well so far in today's episode. There's still 1 more game to be able to do it, though, against Villarreal. That's in the league, and we find ourselves second place at the moment. Barcelona just in front of us on goal difference. Okay, so a little bit of transfer news for us here. The release clause for Correa has been paid by Southampton, £40.5 million. After such a good performance in the last game, he might well be leaving unless we can agree a new deal with him right now. Let's wait and see what happens, and let's try and get a deal sorted. Okay, so let's try and sort out his contract now. I'm going to go import a first-team player. Hopefully he agrees to that. He should do, and 5-year contract. Wow, yeah, happy to give him that as well. Accept it. Release clause, we're going to try and deny it. We'll see what he wants. No release clause, that's good news. And then we'll move on to his wage. No idea where to start here. Players always seem to demand a lot. I'm going to start at 60. Let's just hope that doesn't force them out of the room. Let's go with 60, see what happens. This could be a big one for us. What's he said? Okay, that's a fair offer. He agrees to the contract, and he's joined us on a 5-year deal. No release clause anymore. Okay, so the final game of today's episode against Villarreal. This is the team we're going to go with. It's pretty much the same side that you used to. I'm trying to keep things fairly consistent, but Juanfran, Partey and Correa do come in. That's the only real change to the side, as well as Mukili there coming onto the bench as well. So we'll go with that. Oscar obviously drops to the bench. Koke drops to the bench as well, and our substitute right back drops out of the team completely. Let's go with that. Let's see how we get on. Try and get ourselves 3 points to end today's episode, and hopefully a clean sheet as well, because we need to try and keep as many as possible. That's probably the only reason why we're not top of the league at the moment, and so we do need to try and improve in that side of things. We are currently on 3rd in position because Real Betis have overtaken us, having played a game in hand. I guess we'll wait and see how Barcelona play as well, and whether they will get 3 points or not. Okay, then here we go for this game against Villarreal. Let's crack on the match. Let's try and get ourselves a good victory. And like I say, we've got to end the episode with another win if we can. Let's try and make it 3 wins out of 3 in today's episode, and keep up the good performances as well. Carrasco really at the defence here. Going to play this into Correa. It's a good chance here. Correa to shoot, and he scores again as well. Got himself a goal just inside 4 minutes. signed a new contract, a new 5-year deal just a couple of days ago. We've managed to get himself a goal as well in this game that we started in. Obviously rewarded him with the start with the fact that he obviously signed a new deal, as well as the fact that Koke was also a little bit tired as well, but he's rewarded us with a goal. So really impressive stuff. Great run from Carrasco. He opens up the space for Correa there by drawing in the fullbacks and the defenders. It's a really good strike. 1-0 in this game, and it's only 4 minutes in. Correa going for a cross. What a ball in. Carrasco makes it 2. Correa gets an assist this time, and Carrasco gets the goal just 4 minutes later. What a header. What a start to this game as well. It's a great finish there from Carrasco. Nods it back across the goalkeeper, and he was never going to stop it. Look for this play here. We're just buying our time, really, waiting for that ball in. What a delivery there from Correa. No one else can touch it. The keeper can't get to that, but Correa just out-jumps the defender and beats, I think, Mario Gasper to it. What a header. 2-0 now, and we have got ourselves a second goal just a few minutes later. Not been a bad start to this game. I always complain about us not getting the goals quickly enough, and we certainly have done in this match. Really, really good start. We seem to be very lively in the opening stages. Only had 2 shots, I think, but we scored them both. Correa running forward. Still a good chance for Correa. Can we try and find a pass into Costa? Could this be a third? It's saved by the keeper. So close to a third goal. Wow, that would have been a total demolishment in the opening stage of this game if that had gone in. It's not too far off that anyway. Costa with a good chance, but he put it right to the keeper. Griezmann switch it there, looking for Carrasco. Finds him as well, even though Carrasco gets hit in the face with a boot, I think, there. Carrasco tries his best in his left foot, but it's always going to be tricky. In the end, just drags it across goal. Good chance. Oh, what a save, keeper. Keeps the clean sheet for now, at least. That's a fantastic save from Oblak. Prevents the goal from going in before the half-time break. Still got to try and defend this one properly, though. It's going to be Serrano now to deliver. Should get that one away, and we have. Good chance. Really good play. Another good save from Oblak. Wow, he's keeping us a clean sheet here single-handedly, because our defence certainly isn't doing it. Really good play from Villarreal. Great 1-2s in there as well. Running through us like we're not even there, and to be honest, we weren't there. But luckily the goalkeeper's kept us at 2-0 for now at least. Costa, ball into Savic. Great pass. Savic looking across. Could have maybe had a shot himself. Too intricate in the end. I was just hoping the pass was going to be perfectly into Griezmann. It was always going to be tough to be able to do that. Half-time, obviously in a good position at 2-0. Still need a third goal, though, because it's one of those sort of situations where if the opposition do get themselves a goal back, which it looks like they could have done quite easily, then it makes it a very interesting end to the game. So we've got to make sure we get a third goal, and we've got to try and do it as quickly as possible as well. Partey, now into Savic. Savic trying to find Griezmann. Now Costa, he turns. Costa still going, shoots over the bar. How hard could we hit that? Jesus. Costa, ball through to Correa, that's good. Can we find Costa again in the middle? No, not with that sort of shot. Griezmann tried the overhead kick there. He was off the pitch at the time, so I don't really know how that was going to work out. Okay, all 3 changes. Gabby, Koke and McKeely going to all come on here. I'll take off Godin. He's just picked up an injury, which I didn't know about. Savic coming off because he's quite tired, so is Carrasco. Again, 15 minutes left in this game. All 3 changes being made now. Koke running forward. Good run from him as well. Going for Costa. He has a good chance now. Costa off the post. We had to score that. Needed that third goal. Chance. Okay, there we go. Correa scores the third. As easy as that. 81 minutes into this game. I think he's got himself 2 goals now and an assist, I'm pretty sure. So really, really good game from him, and that's why we started him, to try and get that sort of performance. He's looked really good off the bench, and so he deserved the start. He's got the start, and he showed us exactly why he should definitely be in contention for more first-team places, because he's performed really well in this game. Great finish into the top left-hand corner, and it's now 3-0. Considering he's not played many games, I think he's only started 1, which is probably this game in the league. He's got himself 4 league goals so far this season. Not too bad at all. Good chance, good save from Oblak. That should be our clean sheet in the bag now, with another good save from him, and that should pretty much be it, I think, for this game as well. Costa still trying to drive us forward, but there we go. 3-0 victory and a clean sheet to finish off this episode. Really impressed. Overall scoring 11 goals in 3 games is very good in today's episode. Really, really happy about that. And of course, 3 points for us there once again as well. So we'll see how Barcelona have done, but we do at least overtake Real Betis, and we go top for now, but it does depend on Barcelona's results as well. So at the moment, we've started off the season really well. I think we've won every game bar 2, which we lost and drew, I think, the other games. So overall doing very, very well, and impressed by the performances. You can actually see by the amount of shots that Villarreal deserved a goal in that game. Oblak did a really, really good performance, and had obviously 9 shots to save. 6 of which were on target, so 6 shots to save. But I think Oblak was the main reason why we kept the clean sheet, and main reason why we get 3 points rather than maybe 1. Okay, so we'll quickly do some play drills, then we'll check the league table as well. We'll have to sim a couple of days, I think, for Barcelona to be able to play their next match. This week we have no changes really in overall, but we do have plenty of changes in his attributes, so hopefully in the next couple of weeks we see other guys try and go up in overall. Player injured, Godin out for 5 days. He's going to miss this next game, I think, in the Champions League group stages. That gives Savic a chance to start again. Okay, so we found ourselves in second place. Barcelona actually got the exact same amount of goal difference as us, but they've just scored more goals, which obviously means that they do go top on 25 points. But those two at the moment really fighting it out there. Real Madrid in 4th place. They are 7 points behind us, so not doing so well, but at the moment it's between us and Barcelona, so it's an interesting battle there, with us both on 8 wins, 1 draw and 1 loss each. That'll be everything for today's episode though. Thank you all so much for watching. If we could try and hit 100 likes on today's episode, then I'd really appreciate it. Also, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel, or if you just haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead, click that button, and I'd really appreciate it. Trying to hit 20,000 subscribers now as our next target, and you guys can really help out massively. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.